Hi. I just recently bought a Gibson Les Paul Futura, a 2014 model. So in this video I thought we'd go ahead and go over some of the specs of this guitar and kind of like a little review, overview, or whatever you want to call it. So this is the guitar. This is what it looks like. It has a I actually love this color here. It's a, I would like to call it deep purple. Well, yeah, I like this color. So on the top here we have a solid paint, but on the back side we have you can actually see the grain. This open pore over here, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but the pores, you can actually see the pores in the wood here. So, and the back of the neck also has a solid color, solid paint. Something that is this is kind of like a very basic, it's a mahogany body, mahogany neck, and a rosewood fingerboard. We got a maple top on here, and the body has a modern weight relief, which means that is chambered in this area right here. So it's a lot lighter than my Gibson Les Paul Custom, for instance, which is hand built, and so I think it's not that heavy actually. When it comes to the hardware, it's basically hardware you can find on any mid-range Gibson, nothing special to it. Also, something that is kind of like very cool, I think, is this the neck pickup is something called a Sidewinder. That is a pickup that is the coils actually, instead of being this way with the winding around it, it's like that with the winding in this direction. So this is kind of like a little bit unique, I think. And this the bridge pickup is something called a BB3. I never heard of it before, but it actually sounds pretty good, I must say. Also, something that is kind of like a little bit cool on this guitar is that these pickups, you can actually split both of these pickups. You got a push-pull right here, both of them actually. So this is the split for the neck pickup, and this is the split for the bridge pickup. Also, we got a 15, I think it's a 15 dB boost right here. So I think that's pretty cool actually. It makes quite some difference actually in the on the output. I mean, 15 dB, that's quite a lot actually. So, and something that is new for this 2014 model, even though it's 2017 now, is that the previous models you had to kind of like pull it by hand like this, but nowadays you just do like that. So it's pretty fast access to the features. Toggle switch feels kind of like very feels quality, I must say. The neck is a 60s profile, so it's a very fast neck if you are a shredder. I am not, so but still, for me, for playing riffs and that kind of stuff, it feels that I like the 60s neck more than I like the 50s or 70s or something like that. Also, we got a inlay here. That's 120 years anniversary inlay, which means this guitar is made in 2014. So on the back you can see that we have a battery box for the boost. It's a 9-volt battery in there. Simple to just open like that and change the battery. And also something that is quite new, I believe, is the crackle finish on the back plates here, and also on this one right there. Never seen that before. Something that is critical, I believe, about this guitar is when we are looking on the headstock here. Well, on this side it doesn't really look any different than any other Les Paul. However, now we're starting to talking about something here. This is something that's called E-tune. This E-tune right here is not my best friend, I can tell you that. For me, I don't think I'm going to keep this because it feels like a hassle. If I want to go to drop D, I gotta go into the menu, I gotta do some settings and all that kind of shit. Of course, maybe I can manage to get this work properly, but I think it's just a hassle, you know. This is not good, I believe. I think there's a reason as well that Gibson don't use this kind of tuning system on a lot of guitars these days. So it's just a hassle. You know, it's just to take this one out and put in some, you know, whatever grovers or go-tos or suppressors or, you know, whatever you want to put in there. Also, if you know, also something as well, you can also go ahead and change that one if you like. So this is kind of like it's a basic Les Paul, I must say, except from the P90 in the neck here, and you know, that's maybe something that is a little bit different than any other Les Paul. So is there any issues with this guitar right out of the box? I would say yes, there is some issues. This guitar needed a major setup to be able to play properly. I needed to adjust the bridge, I needed to adjust the truss rod in the neck. Yeah, that's basically it actually. And also something to be aware of when buying these 2014 models, you know, during this era, 2012 to 2015, Gibson had some major problems with the quality actually. They had some major problems shipping out guitars that is actually properly checked before shipping. So this guitar, I noticed that it's actually a high fret somewhere around here. So I'm gonna mask off everything and just take off some material to get it properly done. Even though I have a low string action now, I like it a lot, so it just I think is 20th fret or something like that that needs to be taken off a little bit. Even though this guitar is plecked actually, but you know, that's what's going on with these 2014 Gibsons. Some of them need a full fret leveling process. This one luckily don't need that, so that's cool. Something else that is a problem is that the nut over here is actually cut. So if I'm checking the height here, it's actually too much, especially on the E string on the bass side and on the G string as well. So I gotta do something about this, because a guitar that is 100% properly set up actually needs a nut that is correctly slotted actually. So that's something that you need to watch out for if you're buying one of these brand new, as I did. So that's something that I need to go through actually. Other than that, I must say that I'm very happy with the guitar. I think I must have gotten, you know, I am sure there is some various, you know, quality problems on the very same guitar, so I'm lucky that I got this particular guitar right here. The requested retail price for this guitar is around 1,200 euros. There is not a lot of them left, I believe, that is brand new, so yeah, that's pretty much what it is actually. Something else that I've never seen on any Les Paul or any Gibson I bought before, I have a bunch of Gibsons now. These things over here, I don't know what you call these ones. They are not strap locks, but they are strap, this strap thingy over here. This is actually aluminum. Yeah, it's aluminum. I never seen that on a Les Paul or any Gibson before, so I guess that's something that is actually new, I would say. Something else that needs to be done is that the frets is not polished in any way. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know if you can see that, but these frets, you know, these frets need a polish. These are not polished in any way, so that is bugging me a little bit. Also, there's a sharp edge here between the fretboard and the color, the paint. So that is bugging me a little bit. I can feel it's kind of like, you know, maybe not a millimeter, but it's a, you know, it's very present. That is, you know, kind of like a sharp edge here. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but I think actually you can see that there is something going on here. You can now now you can see. I think you can see now the edge over here. I can feel it very, very much. So that is bugging me. That's not supposed to be that way, and it's all the way. You know, that is going all the way from here, all the way down here. So that's a shame on Gibson, I believe. I mean, if I was you know, a quality controller at the Gibson factory, I would never let this guitar through, you know, because of especially this sharp edge over here and the nut that is not properly cut, on all that kind of shit going on. Overall, I'm very happy with this guitar. It feels great. The pickups are awesome, especially for the clean tones. If you put some distortion on there, there is going to be a lot, very much noise, I tell you that. So you need some kind of noise suppressor or anything like that. For me, this is no good distortion pickups, absolutely not. So if there is something I would like to change on this guitar, is absolutely the pickups and this thingy going on here. So that is absolutely going away. I'm not sure what type of pickups I'm going to put in there, but something else that is dead quiet actually. So if there is anything you would like to know about this guitar, just leave a comment down below in the box here, in the comment box, and I'll try to answer all the questions. I mean, this is an awesome guitar. I'm very happy about this buy. You know, this is a rare piece of history here. You know, maybe today is not a very rare guitar, but I think these ones are going to be rare in a close future, maybe, just like the government series or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And something else is that this one is plastic. I don't like that, so I'm going to change that one for a chrome metal one. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and until next time, take care now. Bye bye then.